It's not yours, it's theirs. Hey guys, it's John here in my living room having a beautiful, beautiful afternoon. It's stunningly beautiful outside in the 50s, and the sun is shining, and I'm sitting here after doing a couple private sessions today. And I wanted to talk about an experience that most of us probably have had, where you're going through your life and everything's going just fine and normal and everything seems to be just hunky-dory and you're loving life and having no problems whatsoever. And somebody comes out of the blue and starts telling you that you're so hurtful and angry and mean and horrible, you're a horrible person and all these sorts of things. And it's completely out of the blue. You have no idea where it's coming from, but they come at you and they hit you hard. And they try to make you feel bad about who you are. In those moments, it's time to say that's them, not you. They're the ones who have chosen to take something you may have done or said and chosen to make it personal, chosen to make it something that is aimed at them directly. Now, I will tell you, from my personal perspective here on YouTube, because I am so prolific at making videos, I'm out there every day, people see me in their homes every day, many people tend to start to think of me as someone they know. And if I say something contrary to something they may believe, they take it personally sometimes. I recently had a woman who canceled her private session with me in a very angry way. And she said she's disappointed and hurt that I'm not the person that I said I was, and she's like, this is terrible. You're a terrible person, and she also said that I needed to get anger management classes. And if anybody knows me and knows me personally, which none of you really know me personally, you only know me from the videos that I make. I literally live my truth. I love everybody I talk to. I share my truth openly, and I live it. I love everyone I run into, and because of that, I have lived a joyful, loving life. I have no anger issues. I'm not angry about anything because I know anger itself is fear. And so this person said that I needed to take anger management classes. It literally made me laugh out loud because of the fact that I'm not the one who was angry. She was. She was the one who was spewing the stories that I'm so horrible and hurtful, and she's disappointed, right? And as a caring, loving person, I feel for her. I'm so sorry that she feels that she's been assaulted or affronted in some way. But it's not my fault because that was nothing that I said. There was no intention in anything I said that was hurtful or harmful or in any way angry. That was her anger. That was her expression of her own issues about being assaulted by someone believing differently than she. And so I was never able to find out what it was I said that offended her. She just said, "You're not the person that I thought you were, and I'm hurt and offended, and you need anger management classes." Well, that's a sad state of affairs that she would get so mad, so angry, and so fearful that someone could say something, just saying something that would hurt you so badly. That feeling it's the fear of not being loved in some form, and stepping into your life from a perspective of, because they said something I don't believe, which is the only thing I can extrapolate because I've never spoken to this person. This is a person who only knows me through videos, right? But in your life, somebody may walk up who know, and that you haven't even in any way, shape, or form said something harmful or even thought anything harmful about them. But they come up with this big horrible thing about you. Remember, it's not about you. It's about them. It's about them and their own personal fears and anxieties. It's about them wanting to be special in your eyes And when you hurt them in that way, it's because they have chosen to believe something that you've done or said was personal. And that concept of being personal like that is a choice. They get to choose. I can say anything I want, as can you, as can they. But it's the person who's hearing it who has to make a choice how they're going to respond to it. Right? The fact that her response to I'm assuming a video made her feel that I so personally assaulted and quote unquote hurt. She was hurt and disappointed. Those are personal responses. Now, my videos are made to be seen by thousands of people. Am I supposed to believe that each one of them is being spoken to personally? They're made for people to understand and find their own personal power within. My entire channel, as I've said multiple times, is me speaking my truth, right? And if you find truth for yourself in it, great. When you're going through life and someone comes up to you, it's not your truth that's at question; it's theirs. Because if they're that angry and you even have no clue or idea, sure, assess it. And did I actually say or do something against them? You're probably going to find not. If you were blindsided by it, that means that there was no intention on your part for an offense against anyone. If you were blindsided by it, the fact that you are blindsided by it. I had this experience many years ago with a person who wrote a book about me. Right? I was going through life, and we were on a book tour, and I was having a fun time, a little joking with my friend, and then I was lambasted by an 11-page letter telling me what a horrible, rotten person I was. Now, it was very quick and easy to discover that the reason this is because on a book tour, people were more interested in hearing about the guy the book was about than the author. And so it ended up becoming a real big struggle, a big boost to the ego, right? And she thought that I was an ego because people were talking to me. And she was offended because they weren't talking to her as much as they were talking to me. And, I had to realize that was not my fault. That was not my fault. That was her choice of being hurt in her own personal worthiness. Not my fault, right? Until I got that letter telling me what a terrible person I was, I didn't even know it was even happening. And so it really comes down to the idea that when someone comes up to you and blindsides you like that, the fact that you were blindsided means you had no intention. You had no intention to harm. You had no intention to hurt. You had no intention. And that person is choosing to be harmed or hurt because they are choosing from their own personal awareness perspective that you did something against them. But if you're blindsided, there was no intention against them. But that is their choice. And that's okay. You can have that experience in life. But realize it's theirs, not yours. It's theirs, not yours. And if you see this as a repeating pattern in life, you really should consider whether or not you want that person in your life or not. And I've been very clear lately to clear away those people who are getting so hurt and so angry because I speak my truth. That just means they have conditions on love. And I can love them enough to say, I'm not going to bring you into my life and create these moments of turmoil for you or for me. And so you release them and you let them go and you let them live their lives. And that will hurt them as well. But do you want to continue in a situation where you're at conflict all the time with this person? Or do you want to surround yourself with people who love you unconditionally, people who love you for who you are, and people who will not read things in out of their own fear? And so if someone comes at you, choose love over fear, right? Choose love over fear. Because if you choose love over fear, then Their fear is their choice. And you don't have to heal them or help them break past it. That is their choice, right? It comes down to you saying, I am going to live a loving life. And if the way I live my loving life you think is harmful to you, then we shouldn't be together because I'm living a joyful, loving life. And for this person who just recently told me I needed anger management classes, I laugh every day. I love every day. I smile every day. And I have helped a lot of people find their own power and laughter and love within themselves, I believe. And I get a lot of beautiful testimonials and beautiful comments telling me that I have. And this is not fishing for more. This is just, I just want to say to this one person who thinks that I was so hurtful to them personally, I've never spoken to you. I don't know who you are. So this is your fear and your choice. And I would love to help you come out of that, but I know that you will never do that. And that's okay. I wish you well. I wish you love. I wish you the joy and happiness that I have within me, and that you find that for yourself, because obviously you're angry, and that anger is just your fears. And so you have a great day, a better day. Choose to live a loving life. And I will talk to all of you again soon. See ya.